You want the relationship of your dreams, but something is just missing. You feel more like roommates than lovers. So if you're curious about what the key is to making this dream of yours come true, keep on watching. I'm Jana Denton House, marriage coach extraordinaire, and welcome to your Fortress for Well-Being. This is a place where you can come and be real and get support for your Baha'i marriage. But before I go on, here's a word of warning. What I'm about to share usually sounds a little bit boring. You might have thought that the key to having an awesome marriage was like hot sex or date nights or romance or, something to spice things up. And yes, what I'm going to share is definitely going to spice things up, but maybe not in the way that you were thinking. So to start things off, let me begin with a quote from Baha'i, and he's talking about really the very definition of Baha'i marriage. It's very simple. I'm going to read it. He says, Baha'i marriage is the commitment of two parties, one to the other. Easy, simple. And you're probably thinking, Jana, what are you even talking about commitment before? This is like a no question. This is a no-brainer. We said our vows, we signed the documents. I've been together with my partner for like 30 years now. Or maybe like 2. Have you ever heard of the quote, love is a verb? Well, the same thing with commitment. It's a daily action that you need to take because there are 2 different aspects of commitment. One of them is fact. The fact is you're committed. You decided to abide by the will of God and to be together for eternity. But the second is commitment in attitude, and that's what really makes a marriage fantastic. Because you know what happens when you practice commitment every day? It says to your spouse, you're safe with me. I'm not going anywhere. You can learn and grow and make mistakes and be goofy and go through some weird phase with online shopping, and I'm still going to love you. I'm still going to be committed. That makes you want to grow. That makes you want to try new things. That actually brings way more freedom into a marriage, when typically the word commitment has been linked with like ball and chain and never trying anything fun. And here are 3 very practical ways that you can do this every day, because you know I love practical. I am so not a theoretical girl. So let's get started. Action number 1, commit to your marriage 100%, even when. And what I mean by that is even when your spouse never listens to you and they are throwing their clothes right from their body onto the floor, and you feel crazy and you feel like you've asked them like 20 million times, and that by doing it they're not loving you, not respecting you, and expecting you to clean their clothes off the floor. You get what I'm saying? Even when. And it can go even further and deeper with this and even more radical. So even when there is something major and you come up against an unsolvable problem, even when maybe there's a little break in trust, you're still committed 100%. You're not going anywhere. You're in it for the long haul. This really means accepting fully what you got in the now with your spouse. Action number 2, close the emergency exit doors. It can be so tempting to kind of look over at your neighbor's yard and see what they have, and their grass is greener, and they've got the cool fancy trampoline for the kids and the big barbecue, and you're like, that looks so awesome. Or you see your friends' Facebook photos and you're like, they seem to really have it all and we don't have it. And or you kind of, you know what I'm talking about. You're kind of scoping out options, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. If things don't really work out, then there's always option number 2, plan B. I'm saying amazing things can happen if you consciously every day just close the emergency exit doors. There's just no emergencies. You can just be here, and then you can turn your focus into your fortress for well-being and make it cozy and make it what you want and focus your energies on that. Action step number 3, commit to your spouse's happiness as much as your own. I know this is crazy hard, but oh my gosh, I challenge you to try it for a day. Just a day, that's all. Not like 2 days, just 1 day, and see what you learn about yourself. See what you learn about your spouse. See how it changes the atmosphere between you. So here's your homework. Choose which action step is the one that calls you the most, where you feel the most challenged or the most excited to do, and do it today. Just start right away. I would love to hear how it goes. This would be a super juicy topic to have a little chat about. Email me, Jana at Your Fortress for Wellbeing. I'm a real person. I just sit in my office and I'm on the computer and I'm just waiting for an email from you so we can have a little chat. You don't have to tell me any details. You don't have to confess anything. This isn't scary. I'm just like your buddy. I will talk to you soon. Have a great week. Bye.